Finally, Canadian Prime Minister Justin did that thing which I wanted. He came in a very personal mood and talked frankly with the Canadian citizens, Canadian migrants. And earlier in his press conference, he was angry, he was very harsh, he was annoyed Prime Minister, he was not looking good, his face was little a bit critical, and he was putting a lot of pressure on the migrants. And after that, strange situation developed in Canada. The people who are doing jobs, companies who invited work permit holders from the overseas, the students who are studying. I'm not talking about fake people, I'm talking about genuine people who are actually playing role in escalating the economy and GDP of Canada, and they are increasing the financial and infrastructure status of the Canada. They were much worried. They were doctors, they were engineers. Remember, Canadian Immigration Department is such department who can adhere, who can attract the intelligent mind of the world. And definitely when you are a successful professional in your own country and you will have wish to go to Canada under immigration program, that was achievement of the Justin. Suddenly he told that I am against migration. In that press conference he told that I am not against students, I will not allow workers to work here, I will pack your bags and you will go back. Mark Miller, his representative, speaking such words. But after that, now he looked very relaxed and he talked with a in a very flexible mode, in a very positive mode. And technically he was favoring migrants as well, and he was giving reasons. What is the reason that I did that press conference? Technically that reason he is not telling true. Actual reason I will tell you in this clip. But one thing he is telling right, that is not main Justin Prime Minister when he was doing press conference, very strict press conference. Making strict rules for migrant is the right of any country. Australian Prime Minister always speak that we are not going to entertain more migrant. Donald Trump also speak. UK Prime Minister speak. UK opposition leader Nigel Farage speak much about illegal migrant, but speaking against genuine migrant, speaking about laborers who are innocent. They are electricians, they are plumbers. That if you are not able to get your maximum wages in Canada, you will be thrown back to your home country. Such words, I think, were not good for genuine migrants. When he speak now in a relaxed mode, in a very in non-official clothes, directly in social media, he speak that that was not my mistake, because now all people are claiming, including opposition leader, that if the PM Justin is doing U-turn and taking U-turn, that migrants were good at some time and now migrants are not good. When we put pressure that you did mass migration, this was a statement of the Poiliver, that when you understand that the mass migration you did, and you did a massive mass migration, mean you allowed many migrants to enter, inoculate into the Canada like injection, and they are creating unemployment, they are increasing housing crisis, they developed housing crisis, the jobs markets are depriving, and Canadian citizens are leaving Canada, business situation is becoming worse, and tax situation becoming unbearable for innocent people. Especially one person did not shake hand with Donald Trump when he told that I have no money to go to the dentist. So these all conditions were technically going against PM Justin. After that press conference, 99% Canadian citizens and Canadian migrants were thinking one point. I was also thinking that point. This is the same Prime Minister of the Canada who always talking about in favor of migrants, who was always in an innovative mode, developing new methodology to invite the intelligent mind degree holders, professional people in health field, in engineering field, in software fields, He was the only prime minister who escalated the morale of the students as international standard of education was super in Canada. And he was the only prime minister who gave much PR to the genuine professionals. Now he spoke what? He was telling, people are telling I did mistake of migration. After my press conference, I did not say I did mistakes. That's the answer. Actually, Prime Minister just didn't need to speak just before, just after that press conference. I think the words he speak in press conference, that was also a little bit modified in that time. I think he was in a pressure against opposition leader. There was some political scenario also developed. He was thinking that my prime ministership may lose before election 2025 because elections will take place in 2025 in Canada. He was thinking might not be possible that I may quit prime minister due to the Singh is not due to the Singh not helping me in Parliament House. He is a main associate of the PM Justin party, and PM Justin is the prime minister just because of Singh. If you see, the boy liver was getting opportunity. He spoke one thing that no confidence vote must be moved in Parliament of Canada. In that time, Prime Minister of Justin was in a huge pressure, and he did that press conference in a pressure. Now he is telling that I am not confessing my mistakes. This is right thing. I did not do any mistake. I just motivated professional people to enter into the Canada. And I did not do mistakes in inviting students from India, from other parts of the world, because those students are paying a highly fee. He also confirmed that these are the students who are professionally qualified and Canadian top universities, and they are A class study they got, and after getting they got work permit. And if Canada was giving them permanent residence, that is really good for Canada, because these people were raising financial status of the Canada, and there is no any wrong thing. There is no any confession of mistakes. I did right thing. That's the sentences the media was writing. Poilievre several times in Parliament House in front of his face told that PM Justin, now you admitted your mistake. Now you admitted your problems. I think you must quit Prime Minister and you must pay taxes which people are giving. And you must compensate by your own personal money, because you are the one you are accepting that you invited massive migrants who are taking shares of Canadian citizens. That was the statement of the Poilievre in the Parliament House. But now currently, he spoke that why I did press conference. He told very right thing. He told that it's very difficult to stop fake students. It's very difficult to stop fake companies who are giving work permits when you are a prime minister of a very big country. We did right thing. We allowed genuine people. But technically, one mafia who is sending fake people to Canada in the form of consultants, non-registered consultant. Similarly, some mafia in the form of non-registered colleges, non-registered consultants, and they are sending fake students. These fake students, fake work permit holders, fake companies, in a combination, they started a human trafficking, and the people just moving to Canada. What we were making program like express entry program, PNP program, skilled migration program, those were effectively working at one angle, and by those programs we got a huge benefit. And we did that thing which Australia cannot do, which US cannot do. And at one time, and now currently he confirmed that we have more professional overseas professionals than any country in the world, and we have more better international education than any country in the world. But unfortunately, some mafia, and he also confirmed that this mafia who is sending illegals, fake students, fake work permit holders, that's not in Canada, that's in all countries. But unfortunately, those numbers, useless numbers of the migrants, which were actually not in need of Canada because they were not in occupation list of Canada, and they were not genuine students, and that was not demand of Canada, and that Canada don't want to settle them, but they using fake documents, fake companies in the Canada. They technically allowed them to stay and IRCC, and we were not aware. And now we are putting more pressure on students. That is the reason we are putting more pressure on skilled workers. That it's never mean that we are stopping them to come to Canada. It's very authentic briefing of the PM Justin Theodore, because Theodore was much nervous in the press conference, and that was absolutely one-sided blame on the migrants. You did that thing, you did this thing. Remember, when you are the prime minister, you are not the prime minister of only migrants. You are the prime minister of Canadian citizens. You are the prime minister of fake people who fake work permit holder. You are the prime minister of illegal. So definitely you are speaking, when you are delivering one sentence, that one sentence goes to all migrants. Similarly, when Donald Trump was talking about illegal, so he was using the name I am against illegal. Now he clarified in his statement that legal way is open for United States, and the people who got legal status, and they must be saved, and they had more respect than US citizens, because they left their homes and they want to work in our country, and they want to increase our financial category. So similarly with the Canada, a Canadian Prime Minister technically speak against migrants, so migrants, legal migrants, were also worried what our Prime Minister is talking about. Now currently he spoke that it's not matter of genuine skilled workers. That was my plan, and I was very successful at huge level, at 90 to 99% level, but only 5 to 10% people entered by fake way, and those were the problems. And all my restrictions, all my press conferences, all my words were against those people. He clarified. But in last, I promise you that I will tell you what is the original reason he did press conference. Technically, he wanted to recover his repute in front of migrants, in front of, because I told in clip that he is in favor of migrant. He is not speaking himself. He was compelled to speak due to Mr. Singh and due to the Poilivar, opposition leader, because there was huge pressure, because he was just speaking against migrants, because he knew that he is the prime minister because of Canadian citizen, and he can help migrants only when he will be prime minister. When he will not be prime minister, he cannot do anything. And he was also thinking that in 2025, when elections will be there, by which phase he will go, because Canadian citizens need to vote him. So definitely Canadian citizens are facing some problems, so I need to highlight those problems, and that's why he was hitting migrants. But way of hitting migrant was not good, as I told you. Thank you very much.